Hello, it's Harrison again from We Buy Any Motor Caravan, and here to show you today is our Bailey Adamo 75-4DL. You think it's a 4-berth when actually it's an 8-berth. And I've got somebody with me today, a new buyer called Sam. Let me just fish him out.
Let's have a look at this beauty. Cool. So what we're going to do today is have a look at this Bailey Adamo. Harrison's going to talk you through the spec.
Brilliant stuff. So it's based on a Ford chassis. So it's a 2-litre, 160 brake horsepower. I really like the look of it. We're having a little brief conversation before camera saying about how the Ford, it just looks really smart, really nice, especially coming down the road on your motorways or doing all the way to your holidays. Okay, what we're going to do now is going to venture around all through to the side. So Sam, what do you think of the decals? I mean, personally, I really prefer them. I really like how they stripe all the way down the side, but what about yourself?
Yeah, I think obviously you do see quite a lot of crazy colours on certain motorhomes, but I think I like the darker subtle colours. It just makes it look a lot cleaner and just a better all-round look than these crazy reds or blues or anything that you see.
See, down the side we've got the electric socket there, the electric point. We've got the LBG gas locker here as well. Obviously the hub doors on the passenger side, which is great. And then we come all the way to the back where we have the garage. Give it a pull. Oh. So we're a bit undecided, aren't we, Sam? Obviously, yes. Like I said right at the start of the video, it's an 8-berth motorhome, so really great for a family holiday. However, the storage, we're a little bit undecided as to, is it enough? Is it too little? Let us know in the comments below whether you think it's going to be enough for your holiday, for your suitcase. What do you think? Do you think it's enough or?
No, I don't think it'll fit mine or my missus' stuff in there. Cool. So I don't know if you guys can tell that it's not got an awning on the sides. Again, I don't know how you guys would feel about going away in a motorhome without the awning. It just creates additional space, especially if you're out somewhere sunny. Gives you a bit of shade, just obviously when you're out playing with the family. What you can do is add an awning on once you purchase your nice new motorhome.
What that allows us to do as well, another thing you can purchase after buying the motorhome is a bike rack. It's got a facility to it on the back end, obviously, as well as the reversing camera that can help you reverse into those tight spots. All right. Cool, so obviously another door, another access door for the garage. Like we said before, I don't think there's that much storage, but look, some storage is better than non-storage. All right. Cool, and obviously we've shown you around the outside now. Great stuff. What we're going to do is show you on the inside and show you, because I'm sure you're excited, I know Sam is, to see how this is an 8-berth.
Did we say this was an 8-berth? As you can see, the same layout in the rear lounge can be made in the front lounge.
So obviously we saw before the rear lounge, this is the front lounge with, as you can see, a nice double drop-down bed on the top with a converted bed, double bed underneath. Cool, so showing you the rear lounge, we showed you the front lounge with the beds made up. Now we've changed it back to how you'd have it normal living day to day, where we've got the dining room here. And I was thinking, we've emphasised a hell of a lot during this video about how this motorhome is 8 berths, how it's great if you want to sleep 8 people. But in my personal opinion, I don't think you could get 8 kind of people around this dining room. And I'd love to know in the comments if you agree, how you think we could make it work. I mean, me and Sam had the conversation off camera. I mean, what do you think about this? Do you reckon it could fit 8 people? Do you think it's something that could be livable?
I think from us two sitting here now, I think 4 would probably be your max. I think what would have been good if your 2 kind of cab chairs, driver and passenger, were able to swivel. I think that would allow you a bit more space. Obviously you're able to move these back and forward anyway, but that would allow a bit more space here, but not enough space to have another one sat here. So answer to your question, Harrison, yeah, not fitting 8 around here.
Cool. So obviously, like I said, you guys, you let us know in the comments, do you think this is a bit too tight for 8 people, or do you think it can be doable? Because they've obviously added the added extra of the drop-down bed, well, the 2 drop-down beds essentially, to make it into an 8-berth. That's what I think limits it, but also kind of expands it at the same time. It's a pro and a con, because if you just had the 4 people, this could work out really, really well. But even with the 8 berth, I guess it's all different. It's just difficult. It's all about the holiday.
I think if you went away and you were away for, I don't know, a long weekend with your missus and your family, and then you had a couple of friends that came
met up with you.
Came to meet up with you, and there was an issue with their hotel or issue with a campsite, or it was April showers, whatever, anything like that, I think you would risk it for a night or two.
Yeah, or even if you got
anything longer than that.
Because, for example, if you were in the lounge, you could pop the little kids on the drop-down bed up here, and then obviously close the curtain so it's a separate little privacy bit, and have all the adults in the lounge. I don't get me wrong, it's incredible because, as we all know, in terms of in the US, that's where you really see the big RVs which have the 8 berths. It's a really rare thing to see a kind of English or European, shall we say, motorhome, especially in the UK, with 8 berths.
Yeah.
It's just obviously with the living arrangements, it's definitely specifically made for 4 berth rather than an 8 berth. But no, it helps. Well, like you say, if it's things like that where you've gone as a family, whether it's 2 adults, 2 kids, you've met another family of 2 adults, 2 kids, it can work, especially with the lounge bit. Which look, we can go over now and have a look. Yeah. It's a great space. It's a massive space.
The lounge is my favourite bit about this motorhome. It's got more than enough space. Still not enough space to kind of fit 8 people in, but like me and Harrison have been saying throughout the whole video, if you've got you, your family, a couple of kids, you're easily nice and comfortable, really. Yeah. It's a good space, especially if it's raining outside like it is today. You've got enough space to not be on each other's kind of knees.
Yeah, and Heather behind the camera, as you can't see guys behind the video, she mentioned obviously about the table. Obviously we showed you at the front lounge that the table's there, and we've obviously just spoken about how it can be a little bit cramped, especially to try and fit the 8 people, which we keep emphasising about. But Heather kind of brought a good point where if the table was here, obviously you'd still have all these seats that could potentially fit the 8 people rather than at the front. But obviously you would then limit your space at the back for the lounge. But I mean, again, let us know. I know I keep on asking you guys to leave comments, but we're really intrigued by this whole motorhome. To us, it's blowing our minds in terms of the fact that, again, it's 8 berth, but the fact that the living arrangements, as well as it having the 8 berths, it really is intriguing to ourselves here at We Buy Motor Caravan. So if you kind of have any sort of ideas, any sort of comments, anything that you kind of want to share about this motorhome to ourselves, please leave it.
Or if you've got one.
Oh, yeah.
If you've got one, yeah, we would love to see how many people you fit in it. We would love to know how many people you've had in it. Were you comfy? So, as you look around, obviously we've mentioned it's an 8 berth with just the 1 toilet and 1 shower. How long do you think it will take for that toilet to be filled? Also, how long would that water last with 8 people using it?
Of course, now we step forward into the kitchen where you've got the 4-ring cooker hood here. You've got obviously the grill and then the oven at the bottom. If you feel as though this is a little bit cramped, you have got the external barbecue point outside, which is always, look, in the summertime, us Brits, we always love a barbecue, right? As well as all of this, you've got the storage. So you've got 1 cupboard, 2 cupboard, nearly broke it up then, 3 cupboards, and then you've got obviously the little ones down here. So personally for me, the kitchen, it's got everything you need, especially for a workspace. And then, nice little extra bit of side space. So personally for me, I think it's a great kitchen. But again, lo and behold, it's the same question we keep on asking you the whole video. Is this enough for a big family? You let us know.
So, I think I found the only thing that's going to be enough space for 8 people. Full-size fridge, little freezer up there, more than enough space for a couple of days for 8 people, maybe even up to a week for a bit of food, maybe and a few beers in there as well. Yeah. So for saying it's a 22 plate, it's very basic in the front, in the cab. You've got the automatic, which I think is always a winner when you're in a motorhome. You've got your reversing cameras and potential rear view mirror, so you can always see who's following you. So what do you think, Harrison?
Sure, I kind of mirror everything you're saying. It is unfortunately a little bit basic. However, I think what you get for your money is definitely behind the cab area. Now look, there are again some pros that we've missed out on. You've got the massive kind of skylight kind of in this cab area, brilliant for obviously the sunny day. You can get that open, get a little bit more kind of fresh air into it, and not just that, just more light. I kind of like the kind of felt interior at the top here, kind of gives an extra bit of something different to other kind of motorhomes, but no, look, it does what it says on the tin, like kind of what Sam said. The automatic, the Ford chassis, you can't get really much better. So guys, obviously it's been Harrison and Sam at We Buy Motor Caravan showing you around this lovely Bailey Adamo. If you like it, if you're looking to purchase one of these for yourselves, Sam, how much would it set them back?
So one of these brand new is going to cost you just shy of 77,000. Is it worth it? I'll leave that up to you.
Brilliant stuff. So if you like the video, if you like what we do here at We Buy Motor Caravan, if you wouldn't mind just dropping a like on this video, subscribing, and you can also ring the bell to get notifications when our videos get uploaded. Thank you. See you later.
Bye-bye.